So hello everyone, this is Supriya Dubey, a first year MBBS student at GMC Chandrapur. So since NEET 2025 has occurred, around 95% of the students are in the doubt that should we drop or not, should we take a drop, should we take partial drop or full drop for NEET 2026. Is it risky? Will it be beneficial or what? So let's just discuss this thing today. So in NEET 2026, should you take drop or not? Now I have brought a quote in front of you. Let's just read it and then we'll be deciding at the end of this video that should we take drop or not. So it is, if you can see a clear path towards your destination, then follow it blindly. Now what do I mean by this? I mean that if you want to go somewhere, if you have a proper destination and if you can clearly see the path going towards it, then only you should take drop. Now what factors should we consider? First one is your NEET 2025 score. First of all, I hope that most of you would have calculated your NEET 2025 score, that how much are you scoring. I know the answer key, the real answer key by the National Testing Agency NTA is not released yet. But from the coaching answer keys, you would have matched the answers and you would be knowing your approximate scores, like is it around 450s or 500 or 550s or things like that. So first of all, the first step is calculate your score. If still you have not calculated your score, first of all go right now, calculate your score, then you can decide about your future. Without it, it is not practically possible. The second thing is, after calculating the score, where do you lag? You need to see, you need to revert back towards all the decisions taken by you last year. Where do you lag? Why are you scoring this score? It doesn't matter if it is 400, 450, 500 or 550. We still don't know the cutoff. It can be somewhere around, for the general category, like in All India cutoff can go somewhere between 540 to 555. That's what I believe. And the state cutoff, especially for Maharashtra, I'm from Maharashtra, so good I have a pretty good idea. I can give a pretty good idea about Maharashtra cutoff. It can go beyond. I may be wrong, I'm not an astrologer, but I think the cutoff can go around 530 to 545 of Maharashtra. I don't think so the cutoff will go beyond this. And of the All India, it can go around 545 to 555. That's what I believe, and let's just see what happens. Anything can happen. This is just a small prediction. So, where do you lag? The first thing is, like 99% of the students are giving the reason that the paper was tough. Yes, I admit that the paper was tough, but we cannot keep on giving the excuse that the paper was tough. Paper was tough of NEET 2025. It can come tough. It can be difficult, even more difficult of 2026 also. If you are taking the drop, you have to keep this in your mind. You have to keep this into consideration that the paper of 2026 can be more difficult. It can come tougher than 2025. If you find this paper tough, it is possible that 2026 is more tougher than this, because the competition is going to increase. NTA can make a tougher paper than this one. So this is not the last one. Anything can come. All right. So yes, I admit the paper was tough, but what after that? What can we do? What steps can we take? If I was in place of you, what I would have done? The next thing is, are you lagging in terms of MCQ practice? Do you think that you have practiced less MCQs of physics, chemistry, or maybe bio? Due to that, you are getting low score in that particular subject. Anything can be the reason. You have to just consider and you have to take a single sheet of paper. Don't watch this video like this. Take a paper and pen and write down the mistakes which you have committed this year. Like, is it because of low MCQ practice, or can be any reasons among these? So just note down once what things you are lagging behind. So is it about MCQ practice, or is it about low level preparation? Now what do I mean by low level preparation? The thing is, what some students do, they practice the similar question. They keep on doing the PYQs, previous year questions repeatedly, and they don't try new questions. Like what I suggest and prefer, that you should try some JEE main PYQs also. Like not a very old PYQs, you should try last 3-year PYQs. Like it is 2025, so you can try the 23, 24 or 25 PYQs, so that you will get a good grip about the new way of question, new pattern of the questions which are being asked by the NTA, because NTA is the common agency which is making the NEET and the JEE main paper. Both of these papers are made by NTA only. So if you'll solve, you will get a good idea. So that's why I'm recommending. Even I have also solved JEE main PYQs, at least of physics or physical chemistry you can do. I did of physics and physical chemistry. So the next thing, is it about time management? Yes. Now I think a lot of people, I can't give the percentage, but at least 70% of you would have faced the problem of time management. Most of the people do face this. The students who don't have the practice of completing the paper before time face this problem on the exam day. So if the paper is of 3 hours 20 minutes, you should have a practice of completing the paper within 3 hours. If the paper is of 3 hours, then you should have a practice of completing the paper within 2 hours 15 minutes. Don't take completely 3 hours, because those 10 minutes you have to consider that it is being taken by the invigilator. It is possible that you can get the question paper 5 minutes late, or they can take your question paper 5 minutes early. Anything is possible. Yeah. And the next thing is, the examiner comes and they do waste your time. Like, there are some formalities, it's not their problem also. There are some formalities like thumb impression you have to give, you have to do signatures 3 to 4 times, you have to do the signatures, and even you have to write down those roll numbers which are there on the OMR sheet. Roll number, and then test booklet number, all those things are there. Then you have to fill the OMR of that. All those formalities, you have to consider completing the paper and all these formalities within 3 hours. So take 10 minutes away. Consider only 2 hours 15 minutes you are having for finishing the paper. So was it about time management? Just write down if you face the problem regarding the time management. Next thing is the memory issues. Are you facing memory issues regarding bio revision or organic chemistry or inorganic chemistry? It is not memory issue. Let me clarify. It's all because of less revision. When we revise less, we face memory issues. No one is a born genius here. The more you revise, the stronger your concepts will be, and the less are the possibilities of forgetting it. So if you'll revise more frequently, then you'll not face these kind of issues. So I hope you would have written the problems which you are facing this year. Now let's just move ahead. Now the most important thing comes is how to improve this. We have noted down the problems. Now we should discuss about the solutions. How should we improve this? Now most important thing is, what are the sources? From what sources have you studied this year? It doesn't matter what was there in the past. We have to discuss about the future. So first of all, if you are taking a drop, join an online or offline coaching. Most preferable is offline coaching. Why am I saying this? It helps you to stay on track and stay disciplined. If you are there in an offline coaching, they keep on taking test of you like every 1 week or every 15 days, and when you come near towards the NEET 2026 or towards the main exam, they increase the frequency of your tests, and it's very beneficial if you join an offline coaching as compared to the online. I'm not saying that online is lesser as compared to offline, but in offline coaching you get an advantage of offline doubt solving. So you should consider and rely on your current notes which you have met this year, and then you should also solve JEE Main PYQs. Try solving JEE Main PYQs. You will definitely improve your score in your weak subject if you'll do this. The next thing is lectures. Attend lectures only of weak subjects and topic. If you're taking a drop, this is the biggest mistake done by the droppers. What do? Once they take the drop, they start attending the lectures of all the subjects, be it physics, chemistry or bio. You don't need that. It is not required. If you know that, yeah, your bio is done, botany and zoology are done, you're done with the entire NCERT, it's there in your mind. No need to attend the biology lectures in offline or online. No need to attend biology lectures online or offline. Same goes for chemistry, that is organic or inorganic chemistry. Yeah, physical you can attend, like if you're attending the lecture, side by side you're doing the practice also. So you can attend the physics and physical chemistry at least, but don't go for organic, inorganic and bio if you are already done with the subject. If these subjects are poor of you, then you can attend, but if you think that these subjects are strong of mind, then you can skip this. You can go directly with the revision from the books and you can proceed for the MCQ practice. Next thing is revise every 15 days. This is the most crucial thing we all know, being a NEET aspirant, we should do the revision. We have to revise every 15 days. Now, how will we revise every 15 days? This will be possible if you will attempt a test every 15 days strictly. You have to be very strict. If you are studying offline, now I am suggesting and advising about the offline students. If you are studying offline, then you should give a test every 15 days, and you have to be very strict regarding this. Like, if you are in online coaching, you don't have an option to skip the test. But if you are at home, you have an option. Like, you are most of the people are thinking that what will happen if I'll not give the test? No one is there to shout me. But if a student is there in the offline coaching, there are a lot of teachers ahead. He cannot skip a test as compared to the student who is studying online. There is no one to shout. Like, there is no fear of a teacher or an elder person as compared to the offline student. So that's why I'm saying that if you're studying offline, make sure you give each and every test taken by that institute. Now I have discussed all the problems which you would be facing while attempting the NEET 2025 paper and the solutions of it. I've also discussed that. Now, the first question, should you take drop for NEET 2026 or not? Ask this question to yourself. I'm not the one to answer. You should be able to answer regarding this. Are you ready to put in 350 days again? Are you ready to live the same life again? Are you ready for the grind? Are you ready for the hustle? The hustle which will be harder than this year. It is possible that NEET 2026 will be tougher. It can be easy, and the cutoff or the yes, and the cutoff can go bit higher, much higher. Like this year it was 652. It can go beyond 660, 670 if the paper is easy, and it can be lesser like this year. Anything can happen next year, but if you are mentally ready for it, then only you should take drop. That's what I'll suggest you. So after asking this question, if you are ready to dedicate an year and prove yourself, then only you should take drop. Ask this question to yourself. If you get an answer as a yes, then go for it, take a drop, hustle an year, put in one more year, work harder. Failure is a stepping stone towards the success. NEET is a game of repeaters. If you're a fresher, yes, people do fail in first attempt. If you're ready for taking a drop, then you should go for it. If you're ready for taking a drop, then go for it and work hard and don't disappoint yourself. And lastly, should we take a partial drop or full drop? I'll be making a detailed video that should we take partial drop, and if partial drop, then what are the fields, what are the options should we join, and what are the pros and cons of taking full drop. I'll be making a detailed video regarding that. So stay connected. Thank you for watching this video. You can put all your doubts which you're having regarding NEET 2025, 2026 or anything like that. So yeah, that's all for today. Until I see you soon, let's hustle hard.